Hello students, good morning. In last class we completed second unit, right? In this session I want to discuss instead of third unit, instead of division, just I want to give the scenario of how we discuss various commands in VLS, okay? So already you know the syntax for how we create a table, right? Or create a relation, okay? So that for any creation of the table, we have three mandatory keywords are available. So the keywords are you have to represent the table name, you have to represent column name, and you have to represent data type. So these three keywords are necessary for creation of any tables and execution of these commands. Okay, right. First, we have some restrictions regarding how we create a table. So table name must be unique in database schema. Okay, that is already we are using a table name called anything else XYZ. So the XYZ should be represented with the table name. Okay, if there is if there is already existed that XYZ name, we will not use that name again and again. So if you use that again, it will be shows an error. Okay. Second, the table name should begin with a letter and can be 1 to 30 characters long. So it should must be the letter must be should be alphabetic. Starting letter must be alphabetic. For example, X1. 1x is not implemented. So we use X1. So maximum columns are up to 1000 columns. So 1000 columns are used to store particular data. If you use the more than 1000 means it is not applicable. Okay. So name can contain A to Z to 0 to 10. So any alphabetic or numeric values are used for creation of the table name. Okay. Are represented the table name. Okay. First, to create a table, we use a keywords or syntax are like this. Already you know this one. Create table, table name, followed by column one data type and separate with a comma and followed by column two data type and so on. So this is the syntax for creation of the table. Okay. So we use a syntax of we use a example for creation of the table. So create table, table name. Table name is employee, which consists of 1 to 1000. Okay, followed by employee number, followed by open brackets, followed by employee number, followed by number, which memory allocation is 10. And next attribute has to separate by a comma, ename, varchar 2 of 10. So here we are using a new data type called as varchar and varchar 2. Okay, so the representation of varchar and varchar 2 is similar as structure and union in your C language. Okay, so varchar data type is used to represent your data as variables or numbers and characters, combination of variables and characters. For example, if you consider roll number consists of alphanumeric values. Okay, your college code, JNT Kakinada college code, and your hall ticket number. So these are mixed with your alphabets and numeric values. Okay, so if you use varchar 10 means it represent 10 memory allocation for particular attribute called as ename. Okay, if I use 5 alphabets, remaining 5 alphabets are wasted as like a structure. So if you take the varchar 2 means if you use 5 values, remaining 5 values are freed. Okay, that is a dynamic memory allocation. Okay, so we mostly used varchar 2 instead of varchar. Okay, next job followed by varchar 2 of 10. Next manager mgr followed by a number of 10. Hire date, so you use another data type called as date. So if you use date means there is no particular memory allocation. We have a syntax for representation of date, like starting with date, month, and here as your computer date prescribes. Okay, next followed by salary, followed by number data type with 10 memory allocations, and commission which represent number and 10 memory allocations, so on, department number, so that after completion of starting brackets there should be end brackets and ends with a semicolon, so that after enter this command of this command is completed, you have a result called as table created, so that the table created is a successful execution of your command, that is creation of your table name, which consists of no key constraints. There is no primary key, not null, unique key. All these are not available in this particular table, but this is a basic table creation. Okay. After completion of table created, if you want to check, if you want to check what the data available in your relation means, that is table means, here we not inserted any data till now, we are not inserted any data till now, but the table is created. This command is called as ddl command, that is we create schema here, that is if you want to show what the structure of database, that is your table is, we will describe a command called as DESC table name. So DESC stands for describe, describe table name. If you use that key command, automatically you can see the structure of your table. Okay, see this is command, this is a describe command. This command will give us with what columns we created table and their data types. So if you use this describe command means it shows the relation columns and their data types. Okay, that is if you use DESC table name. So this is a case sensitive language, so that we can use DESC as small letters. Okay, the employee name should be matched with whatever you created with the table name. Okay, so that we have how many attributes means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 8. So totally we have 8 attributes that will be described, that will be his. So the attribute name, this null is nothing but if you use any null constraint or not, any key constraints or not. Type is nothing but data type. Okay, so we have, this is the total structure of your EMP table. Okay, we have 8 attributes and there is no key constraints here, and the data types are represented with memory allocations. Okay, I hope you understand the first command, that is DESC employee. Next, if I want to insert a data, if I want to insert a data in particular table means we can represent by means of 2 ways. First way is directly we can insert data with your attributes. Okay, that is how many attributes are available in your relation, that that many data has to be inserted in a command. Okay, otherwise if I want to insert 4 or 5 attributes, remaining values should be omitted means we can represent that 4 or 5 attributes in insert command and the remaining should be represented as a null value. For example, here see, if I want to, if I have 8 attributes, okay, by mistake I represent only 7 values instead of 8 values, it shows the one keyword is missed. Okay, it shows the error because we represent 8 attributes but we are giving only 7 attributes values, so the one missed value should be don't know to particular database, so that instead of identifying that one you can represent as null values. Null value, if you write now 5 as data values and remaining 3 are null values means it is accepted. Okay, I hope you understand. See, next you go for the insert command. It should be 2 ways. Insert into table name values, that is the keyword. We use this command, insert into table name values, and followed by open brackets and the values of your attributes, values of it. So DDL command is to create the columns, and insert command is used to create the rows or create the instances. Okay, I hope you understand, right? So if I insert into employee, that is a table name values followed by your 8 words. Okay, so this is the insert command that we use, right? That after completion of the successful after completion this command successfully, the result of output is this one, the one row is inserted. So here we didn't use any key attribute, means we can, it can allow duplication of data. Okay, if you type this command again and again, the answer is one row inserted, one row inserted. If you insert 5 times, means 5 rows are inserted, and 5 rows consist of these data. Okay, I hope you understand, right? If I want, already I said that if I forgot how many attributes I have, so that I inserted only 7 values instead of 8 values, it shows the others. Okay, so here instead of going to that way, if you go this command, that is insert, same as insert into table names, followed by columns. How many columns you want to represent your data, you want to insert your data, and followed by values and a list of values. This represent the columns and this represent the rows. Okay, see here, insert into table name called as employee. If I want to insert only list of columns, we have 8. I want only 2 values. I want to insert only 2 values data called as employee number and employee name, so that we can represent here insert into table name. The table name consists of employee followed by list of columns. The list of columns are employee number and employee name and values, and followed by the values are, here we gave 100 and power. Next I will give 101 comma Chand. Okay, so the character should be represented, if any varchar or characters are should be represented in a single quotation. I hope you understand, right? List of values, the values are 2, and it represents the 2 values, and remaining values are automatically taken as null values. Okay, right? You see, this is we have another topic called as, already we discussed that we use a data operator, right? In the data operator, the syntax is like this, followed by date, month should be in alphabetic order, and followed by your year, and it should be represented in single quotation. Why means we using a alphabetic order. Okay, so that, see here, like this, insert into employee. We have how many attributes are inserting? Four attributes. And values are, the values are here, 100, Pavan, chairman, and 10. So we have 4 values. So in next row, if you use same this command, these values are inserted, 2 rows are executed, or 2 rows are inserted, and remaining in second row, we are inserted only 4 values, and remaining 4 are defaultly taken as null values. I hope you understand, right? And next, you have a command called as, these are the DDL command and DML command, as you know that. If I want to, if I am inserted 10 rows, so that the table consists of 10 rows. I hope you understand, right? If I want to retrieve 3 rows, okay, instead of 10 rows, the user wants to retrieve only 2 or 3 rows. So that in such that we use a keyword called as select, selecting values from the table. So the selecting values from the table, we use a keyword called as select. Okay, select is a keyword which is used to retrieve data in any table. Okay, if you use the table name, it retrieves particular table data. I hope you understand. Okay, so that this is the select command and select keyword, which I want to retrieve all the attributes data. That is, I have 8 attributes. These are the 8 attributes. Where it lies means employee. So that for any retrieving of data, you use a 2 keywords called as select and from. Select is used to retrieve data in the database. From is used to retrieve data in particular database. I hope you understand. Okay, the select is a keyword. On that retrieving, in that retrieving of data, we have how many attributes? I have 2 attribute, means I have to represent the 2 attributes. If I want to retrieve 3 attributes of data, means we will represent 3 attributes. I want to retrieve 8 attributes of data, so that I am representing here 8 attributes. Okay, 8 attributes from where? From table name. So select is used to retrieve data in database. From is used to retrieve data in particular database. The particular database is called as employee. Okay, so select attributes name from employee. If I want only 2 attributes, means I will represent select 2 attributes from table name. Okay, so here we use another syntax called as, if I want to retrieve all attributes in your data. Okay, all attributes in your database, so that instead of representing all attributes, then you use a single operator called as star. Star operator is used in DBMS to retrieve overall database in your table. Okay, see here, instead of typing all column names, we type just what called as star. Simple. Select star from table name, so that you can retrieve all the data which have all attributes in your table. Okay, next, selecting with where class. This select star is used to retrieve overall data. Okay, whereas I want to retrieve particular row or particular condition, particular conditional data, then we use a keyword called as where is used to retrieve particular conditional data. Okay, see, this is an example we have inserted our data. Okay, we have 10 rows, means if this id is a unique data, so that there is no possibility of duplication in your relation. Okay, in relation means here, not here. Okay, we have 10 rows, starting from 100 to 110. Okay, if I want to retrieve particular 105, that is a condition. If I want to retrieve 105 data, that is a condition. Then we use a what we call conditional data. We use a selecting with where class. Where class is a conditional data. That is, see here, select. I want to 2 attributes in your condition, so that select 2 attributes from table name where. What is particular 2 attributes unique data means id, where id equal to 101, where id equal to 102. Okay, I hope you understand. So whenever you select using where class, we get particular information depends on the column you specify in where class. Whatever you want to retrieve particular data, you have to represent that in column wise, and you have to retrieve that column data by means of where class. Okay, see, select star from table name. Already you know that if you represent select star from table name means all data, but I want particular data called as where employee number. This is a column data that was represented here. For any where class, we have to represent that where class with attribute name followed by row value. Okay, depends on the column you specify in where class. This is a column, and we want to retrieve particular row data. So select star from table name where condition, where this is the condition. Condition is employee number equal to 100. Okay, so if this class is used to retrieve all the data, I hope you understand. If I want to retrieve only 2 or 3 names, if I want only 100 name, if I want to know 100 what we call job location or job or commission or salary, then we can represent select salary from employee where salary equals to or id equal to 100, so that it will give only salary information. Okay, I hope you understand the concept of selecting where class. Okay, next, see, next coming to another statement called as update statement. So I hope if you are following lab means, it is very easy in DBMS. Okay, it is if you are not following lab means it is something complicated. What is particular keywords and where we use these keywords and how you follow the particular concept that we discussed in previous classes. Okay, right. Next, already you know that DDL command consists of insert, delete, and update. Next, we go for already you discussed insert completed. Next, we go for the update command. Update command can be implemented in two ways. As like as if we want to if you want to update all the attributes data, okay, then we use one syntax. If I want to retrieve update only particular data, then I use a particular update command. But see how based upon the necessity of the user, he can update. For example, consider every employee will get a hike after completion of 1 year. Okay, any employee will get hike. Okay, if uh, if 10 members are joined in a particular date, after completion of 1 year, automatically the 10% people will get same hike. Means you can, instead of updating each and every updation of particular person or employee, we just update attribute. If you just update attribute means automatically all the values in particular attribute are updated. Otherwise, if I want to, if there is based upon merit system means there will be variation from one employee to another employee, so that instead of updating all the attribute, you just update based upon particular id value. Okay, based upon some where condition. I hope you understand. Okay, right. See, uh, we use a keyword. If I want to retrieve a particular data, I use a keyword called as where. Select from. Okay, similarly, if I want to update particular data either in attribute or data or in by means of a row data, we use a keyword called as set. Okay, update and followed by set. See, while updating a table, if you don't give where class, whole table will be updated. So the where if there is no use of where class means whole table will be updated means whatever you are saying the conditional data that is updated, not where condition. See, we use a keyword called as sal. Okay, update table name set. This is the keyword we used for updating. Update table name set, attribute is sal equal to sal plus 1000. So that by using this syntax means total attribute values whatever lies particular attribute values are updated. For example, starting from 1000 to 10,000 means it is varied as 2000 to 20,000 because we are increased 1000 for particular salary to each and every user. If this is not, if this is not the case, if you want to update only particular employee value, so that you have to, if you use any condition means it should be unique value. Okay, see, then you use a employee update table set. Set what we call set salary from. We use what we use means you give some where condition. Okay, right. See, this is update emp set salary. These were common. We use where class so that particular value of particular id will changes. Okay, so where employee number equal 100. If it is not the case, if you are not giving unique value means if you give name value, if there will be a possibility of 3 or 4 members in your relation, so that all will be changes. Okay, so it should be so that if you remember one thing, if you want to change any data, we have to use a unique value. Instead of giving any duplicate data, just you have to give a unique value. Okay, next, deleting data from a table. Next, so already you know the update data. If you want to delete a data, just simple, so simple, delete from table name where condition. Okay, right. If you want to delete information from a table, here if you won't specify the where class, whole table information will be deleted. where, see, already we discussed that where condition is used to retrieve a particular concept, retrieving or deleting or inserting or retrieving. But if you are not giving any where condition means automatically there will be loss of data in your relation instead of particular data. Okay, see, already I said that delete from table name where. This is the exact table name. Already we are using employee. Here also we get an employee. Okay, delete from table name where employee number equal to 1 or 2, so that one row is deleted. So already you know the difference between drop and delete. Drop command is used to delete or delete completely from the database. The total table will be deleted from the database. Whereas if you are deleting particular tuple means only tuple will be deleted, not overall database. Okay, I hope you understand. Okay. Next, this is about you have a commands. We studied 4 commands called as what we call select command. Next, from and where condition, how you are inserting data, how you are updating data, how you are deleting the data. Okay. Next, see, next if you use the some constraints, if you use the some constraints, so that automatically we use, see, if you are using, see, this is not emp, already we create a table called as emp. So if it is not emp, we can represent by means of this one, employee information. Okay, see, employee, already in previous concept just we gave a overall data, but if you are using constraints means you have to specify that constraint type. Okay, so employee number followed by space followed by data type followed by space followed by constraint, key constraint, so that this is a unique data. Only unique values has to be given to particular attribute. Okay, similarly table is created. Okay, this is a department table. We insert our data here like this. Okay, see, now if I want to insert particular attribute after completion of the table, here I have only one, two, three attributes, so the table is created. Okay, if you want to insert 2 or more tables after table is created, then you use a keyword called as alter. Okay, alter is a keyword you use it to add particular attributes. In update also we use updating purpose, we use a keyword called as update. It should be mingled with set command, set keyword. Similarly, if you use alter means you have to use a keyword called as add. Okay, see, alter table, table name followed by open brackets and followed by your attribute called as add, keyword called as add. No, so that you use add means you can add few attributes on that time. After completion of this attribute, the table will be altered. Okay, so this is the concept of alter. So that the output will be, you have already in employee we have 8 attributes, right? If you are adding now 3 attributes, total we have 11 attributes. Okay, next, basic column should not be null, right? If you are giving this as a primary key and this as a primary key means this is the basic column. You have to represent that keyword, that attribute as unique values. Okay, it should not be, what means it should not be not null, so that you should have a value data, so that we use a keyword called as not null. This is a not null, so that these two values should not be represented with null values. So if you are inserting into table name values followed by employee number with not null, but you are inserting null value, basic number not null, but you are inserting null value, and ename followed by equal. So if you are using constraint called as not null, but you are inserting data null means it should not accept it. So it gives some error called as cannot insert null value in basic column because not null constraint is violated. Okay, I hope you understand. If it is unique means if you are inserting 101, so that the row is inserted. Again in next row you are inserting 101 means here also they give a some expected output as cannot insert duplicate data in basic column. because unique key constraint or primary key constraint violated. This is the message that was given by the particular database. Okay. Next, already you know the particular command called as check. Okay, check is a particular constraint which is used to uh, insert a minimum or maximum data. Or if you are using default value means overall particular attribute also followed by the default value. But if you are giving add constraint, that basic should not be less than 5000. So we are giving some minimum constraint, that is whatever you inserting a particular data in particular attribute, it should be not less than 5000. So it has to be more than 5000. So we use a keyword called as check condition. Okay, let's see, this is check condition. Alter table employee, alter table employee. We are adding check condition. That basic check condition is a where we should not less than basic should not less than 5000. So the basic should be greater than 5000. If you are representing like this means the data what we are inserting in basic should be greater than 5000. Okay, table is altered and data should be, if you are giving any 2000 3000 means it is not possible. So this is the basic command. So all should be greater than 5000. Okay, this is the minimum uh, insertion of your data and deletion of data, updation of data, alteration of data, how you are not giving unique values, how you are giving unique values, how you are not giving null values, all should be explained in this session. So in next two sessions we will discuss like that. After completion of this session by theoretically, we will use a one lab session, so that based on lab session I will execute all the programs, so you can easily understand what is going on in particular lab. Okay, see, I thought instead of going for the revisions and instead of going for a particular revision of your assignments, just this is the important class for identifying what is going on in labs. Okay, see, if you have any doubts, just ping me, or if you have any doubts, ask your class teacher, uh, so that madam will give me some inputs regarding how I have to uh, clarify your doubts. Okay, if you have any information, just ping me. Otherwise, just inform to your madam. So madam will call me. I will give particular answers for your doubts. Okay. I hope you understand this class. In next class, we will discuss various commands that is available in your DBMS. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.